In this video, I'm going to explain to you how women actually feel you and the interaction with you. I've made a video, it's part 1. If you want to see it, it's in the description below. My name is Andrew. I run the biggest dating company in Romania. If you want to join us for a bootcamp over here in Bucharest, or if you want to join us for a bootcamp even in Italy, you can definitely join us via email. You have the address in the description below. So in the previous video, I explained that women, 95% are kinesthetic, which means they resonate with the feeling, the sensation, and that's the area where they take their information before anything else. So at a first glance, when you approach a woman, of course, she will see you the way you behave, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you look at her, the eye contact and stuff like that. But at a deeper level, she will want to feel you. She's gonna feel you, and she's going to take all this information, which then complies with the sensation she's getting, and then she's going to go into her instinct. She's going to test you if she feels attracted. Okay. By the way, I should already mention the fact that if a woman, if she's not attracted to you, she will not even test you. She will not even reach that number 4 mark where she enters her hunches. She will just leave. She will just tell you that she's not interested. She will just tell you she has a boyfriend, but like in a very nasty way. And this is just to avoid further more interaction with you. You gotta understand this. So the way she is feeling you is through her emotions, through her sensation when you touch her, when you introduce yourself, the way you force the interaction, you're trying to force her to stay with you, through your reactivity, through your judgment, through whatever reaction she can get from you. You gotta understand this. So, for example, if you are feeling a bit anxious, if you're in your head, if you don't go inside of you to see what exactly runs through your veins, what is your inner map, okay? The RAS, the Selective Focus, it's about the inner map that we have, which tells us that even like we can align 10 women in front of you right now. 8 women are amazing, and 2 women are, let's just say, nasty. You see the nasty women. You have a guy that tells me in a coaching session, you know, Andrew, I had enough because women today suffer from validation. They're very nasty creatures and blah, blah, blah. So this is a guy that has the inner map very fucked up. The problem is, even if you bring them beautiful women that they're okay, they don't have a problem. You might even bring a woman that looks at him and is like, I want to fuck you right now. He's not going to believe that. He will straight away go into his Selective Focus, RAS, to his inner map, and he's going to be like, I think this woman wants to fool me, wants to fuck around with me. I think she wants to take advantage of my kindness, because that is the thing that he resonates with. So like I said, we can align 10 beautiful women over here. She's going to notice the 2 that have these issues, because his whole energy resonates with that negative energy of taking, of resisting to beautiful things in life. So this is the reason why I always tell people they gotta go and do some coaching sessions, because they gotta go into a deeper meditation to see what comes up, to see the things that they need to let go, because ego is a story. A lot of people don't explain this. The story of your life is a bullshit story which is created by the ego. And you're going around this world and you're trying to portray this fucking stupid story that you have about your life, which only you believe and which nobody wants to hear. Because we all suffered. We don't want to hear the story. We want to hear what exactly happened. How did we manage that feeling or that position that we were very down in our life, you know, what happened over there. We want to hear how you manage, because that's a story we can relate. I can relate to your suffering. I've been there. And I want to see how you can inspire me. Maybe you found out an answer that I didn't see at that point. Maybe your story is going to help me. But because you have a story where you just pity yourself, you just cry about yourself, nobody's going to listen to that. Nobody's going to resonate with that. And now you're trying to make people like feel pity towards you. And if people feel pitiful about you, that is the opposite of attraction. Attraction is inner confidence. I know who I am. This is a beautiful part about me, but this is the negative part about me. I love my defects because I accepted them. I accepted who I am. And now I don't need to play a role for you to accept me. But you know why? Because I fucking accept myself. As soon as I accept myself, I'm going to be whole. So Question yourself if you have these thoughts where you think a woman is going to bring you happiness, a child, marriage, the relationship with your parents is going to bring you happiness. As soon as you say that your happiness is dependent of something external, you're already conditioning happiness, and you are resisting in seeing it right now. So whatever you get from outside is going to make you dependent, and it's going to be toxic. Because you're either happy right now, or you're happy with the woman, the child, the marriage, and blah, blah, blah. The question then becomes, how are you feeling outside of that? Outside of your marriage, outside of that relationship with the woman, outside your child, outside your parents, outside the gym, outside the meditation. Oh, I feel so great when I do meditation. How the fuck are you feeling outside that meditation, before the meditation? That is the underlying truth that runs you from your subconscious mind, the body. Okay? So see how you justified yourself when you were 13 years old, because you are right. When your father kicked your ass and you didn't receive love, you are right about that when you were 13 years old. That's how you interpret. But now if you're 30 years, 40 years, 50 years old, you gotta go back because you're lying, you're bullshitting yourself. And the question is, how do you know you didn't receive the love that you wanted from your father? How do you know? Because as soon as you see the way you justify, the way your ego justifies about the story, you can cure yourself. Because like I said, the story is the bullshit in which you believe a lot nowadays. So see the underlying story, see how you judge it, and ask yourself, how do I know this? Because if you then see the reality that your father actually loved you, but because he was very wounded deep inside, he kicked your ass because that's the only way he knew how to address this love that he was feeling for you. He thought, like military style, he's gonna educate you, and you were like, what the fuck is this? Because you watch a movie and you're like, this is not love, look, love is that one. He should have been cuddling with me, like hugging me and stuff like that, but he didn't do it. He was aggressive. He was like an alpha male. And you were like, this actually fucked me up. Okay? But now you're coming to yourself, you're coming back home, your inner home, and you're asking yourself, how do I actually know my father didn't love me? Because most probably he did. He just had a fucked up way, because wounds were actually in his DNA. So as soon as you understand this, you understand that that was the point, that's your trigger moment, where you said love has to be X, Y, Z, and now you're conditioning love. And because you're conditioning love, you look at people, you have a woman that comes into your life, she's giving you the beautiful thing about her, the best thing about her, and you're like, what the fuck is with this bitch? She doesn't love me. She's treating me like this, like this, like this, because you're conditioning love to be in a certain way, X, Y, Z. But she gave you the most beautiful thing about herself. Maybe her vulnerability, her integrity, her dignity, maybe her all. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Because you cannot cherish or appreciate the things that you don't understand. This is the reason you're coming to do coaching. Because you gotta understand what it is about life. You're not gonna discover in these videos. And the question remains, this one. What are the things that you keep running from? Because you already know the answer to what you need to do with your life to change it completely right now. The question is, why the fuck are you not taking the action? What is it that's holding you? And in terms about the money that you have and the money that you spend, just look at your actions. You're investing into material, physical stuff, which are external all the time. Because you like to brag about shit, and because you think, if I have a beautiful car, if I have a nice house, if I have a beautiful terrace, and if I have beautiful clothes, and I go to the gym, women will love you. You want to know the deepest, saddest truth? Is that you might actually do this, and your life is not going to change at all. And then you're going to see how badly you lie to yourself. Because women are attracted to what you are, not what you do. Investing in the external stuff is for your front, the ego that you're putting, in order to attract people. You're only going to attract the superficial people just like yourself. There's no nuance, there's nothing about you, no personality, nothing whatsoever. You don't have boundaries, integrity, dignity, you don't have values. Your values are external. So because of that, you're saying to yourself, well, information, what the fuck is information? It's not a physical thing. I don't want information. How is that going to change my life? As if the car changed your life, or as if spending a lot of money to clubs or to hookers changed your life. So the more money you have, it's actually an excuse to overdose on the escaping that you're already doing. You're evading yourself. So ask yourself, when is the last time you sit 5 minutes on a chair like this, watching on the, the ceiling, and just not thinking anything, not feeling anything? That is the neutral state of the meditation, where you are free from the boundaries of the society or from your own boundaries. So ask yourself, when did you do that? If you're not capable of doing that, then look at the email and the address below, in the description below, and we can contact me for coaching. We can do that online or in person. But until then, stop lying to yourself. This is how women actually feel you. They feel what you feel. So if you feel a bit fucked up inside, everything about you will be projected on the external. Whatever you feel inside is being projected on the external. If you feel like shit, you're gonna project shit. If you feel ashamed for something that happened in high school, you're gonna go to a woman, if you find the power to do so, and you're gonna project that shamefulness. If you feel guilty of something, you're gonna project guilt. Whatever you feel inside, you're projecting outside. And whenever you feel inside, if you don't let it come out and see what happened, that's the thing that you're resisting in accepting, that is driving you from the inside. So you're going to the interaction and you're not receiving anything because you're resisting, you're repelling everything that could actually enter your life. Like I said, if you define love to be X, Y, Z, you will look for people and you will manipulate them and psychologically trick them to do the stupid game that you want them to play. X, Y, Z. So I hope this video helps you, and see you next time.